Old school versus new school. Which one is better? R&B wise.
Old school.
Why?
Cause no.
You can just stand up, actually.
Okay.
Why old school?
I would say old school because I feel like it's the foundation of what even gave us new school. And I guess in terms of specifics, I would say I feel like R&B artists back in the day, it was a bit more creativity with expressing different emotions. Or like new school R&B now, I feel like it's a little bit of like either my heart is broken or sex. And I feel like there's more to R&B than just those two feelings and experiences.
Nah, you got me, because I was about to say, we got Summer.
Yeah.
Summer would definitely give you something about
definitely, but that's one artist.
fuck that nigga. And I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I don't even go that, but like, fuck that nigga. He did me wrong.
Yeah.
But then you said heartbreak, then sex. It's like,
yeah.
I can't refute that. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
So like, so is that the main reason that they express better and they're a little bit more creative? Or would you say they're a lot more creative?
I would say a little bit more creative because, I mean, most times when something changes, it evolves, it becomes better in a sense. You know, growth is allowed to happen.
Does that not happen for art?
I do. I feel like in 2024 now, here we, are. I feel like the music is starting to get better. Like, I feel like more artists that have that kind of old school, that old soul feel and, I guess way of expressing themselves and creating their music, I feel like they're starting to be brought more in the spotlight.
Getting heard more.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because there's becoming a shift where it's like, oh, wait, that feel or that style of doing this thing was a little bit better because it was doing its job as far as like connecting the listener to the message per se and not just looking hot in slow-mo in a video.
All right, I found it. I remember it.
Okay.
So, when you listen to a song, when you're looking for, like, let's say an artist trying to drop something new.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about, like, what goes through your mind? Like, do you expect them to change something up? Do you expect consistency? Because I was talking to my friend, DeAndre.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, like, for J. Cole, for example.
Yeah.
He doesn't really need him to try anything new. Like, I was like, what happened if he starts singing? It might be good.
Yeah.
It might be bad, but, like, if he tries that, are you going to, like, say, like, would you discredit him? Or, like, would you count against the album for him singing and trying something new? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, I would never want to shoot down an artist that was trying something new. I actually don't like when they do that to artists. Now,
you're about to just completely override what you just said.
Right, okay. Now, okay. Two things can exist at once, right?
Ooh. Oh, God. That's a little philosophy.
So, hear me out. I feel like, oh my God, please don't leave my head.
Uh-oh.
Don't do this. I feel like, on one hand, it's okay to give constructive criticism, right? And I, as an artist, I get it. I be sensitive about my stuff. So it's just a thing. We're sensitive about the things that we make, especially when it comes to music, because we're putting ourselves out there for somebody else to literally hear us talking about our feelings. And that's okay to give somebody constructive criticism, like, oh, hey, I saw you did this thing. It's different. It wasn't, I didn't like it like that. Just try to watch the wording. You don't have to be mean, basically. You don't have to be mean and, like, tear a person down if they're trying something new, especially because they're trying something new.
Mm-hmm.
While at the same time, I feel like a lot of people, on the other hand, can be very closed off to new things. And they get so used
Snap. Okay.
They get so used to hearing the same old that they don't even want to open themselves up to something different. Yeah.
Possibility. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a good question.
So how about when you make music? Do you try to like have like a certain consistency, or do you just like experiment?
I am an experimental person. Like,
Mm.
I like, there's this little project album somewhat, it's Lauryn Hill MTV Unplugged,
Mm-hmm.
and I listen to it so much. It's just really therapeutic, and there's either a song or somewhere on that project where she basically says that she's like a scientist or mad scientist. She experiments on herself and then brings back the results to the people, as far as like going out into the world and trying different things to see how this helps me in this situation, or maybe I should have did this differently, and putting in a song. So saying that to say I'm like that with everything that I do. I just like to try out different things, and I'm trying to be consistent with that, because making one thing, I get bored.
So like you're with consistency, but like consistency in the sense of experimenting, of always trying new things.
Yeah, I guess because I get scared. I don't like to feel like I'm complacent. Like, I
Mm.
don't like to feel like nothing's moving, nothing's changing, nothing's different. But just like two things can exist at the same time. Like, while on one hand that can be positive, I can also see how it's like it can be a little bit detrimental for mental health, because it's like, okay, you're always like, I'm kind of always chasing a thrill or exciting.
And once you stop, then what do you do after that? Do you just stop making music if you can't experiment? Like you can't experience something new?
Oh, right. It's I feel like that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. Like, I've been living on my own, so I use studio equipment at my parents' crib.
Mm-hmm.
Not having access to that, that's just expensive.
Really expensive.
Very much so. Like the mic itself. So
That'll take you out.
literally,
That's
bro,
the mic, and now you got the laptop.
you gotta
Now you
have a
got
laptop.
now you got need like the keyboard if you want to like make your own kind of shit.
There's just a whole thing. You need the speaker to hear the music.
You need to be a good speaker, or you can't have the good mic without the good speaker, or you
Right.
good speaker
It's
without
gonna
the
come
good
out
mic.
weird.
Yeah, wonky. Yeah,
Everything has to be together.
in accordance.
Basically. Yeah, exactly. And I think being that I also grew up doing this from a young age, like just making music. Like, I used to freestyle all the time with my dad and my late brother, peace be upon his soul. Like, we would just go back and forth, literally a sock over a mic, we in the closet just rapping. It was just fun. Like, literally, it was just a fun thing that we would do in my family. But I think now into my adulthood and everything that's transpired, trying to stay on point, I don't think I'm making music right now. I'm telling myself it's because of that, which I have made a couple songs on my phone, which actually don't sound too bad for real. But I think I'm in a weird place in my life where I'm trying to figure out, okay, am I supposed to sit still this time or chase something else different, or try something new? Because I feel like I'm always trying something new. But what if maybe I'm just supposed to, God is like, just sit down for a second. just hold on. Yeah. I don't know if that answered your question.
Probably did. Probably didn't.
Okay. Yeah. I get off track.
It is what it is. I even forgot the question. Anyway, how much songs do you think you've made?
Like, ever?
Yeah. You'll say a lot, right?
A whole lot, yeah.
So how do you decide which ones get released?
I'm deciding that right now. That's why the album is still loading. Typically, if I'm sorry for chewing gum.
It's good.
Typically, I will get into this stage, or I'm already going through something. Like, I'm in life. Life is happening. And then, I'll just, I don't know. I feel like motivated. I just want to lock in. I'm just locking in the studio. So I'm in there. I'm just recording. It might be for 3 days straight. I'm in there until 5 a.m. just in there making stuff. And then it comes to a certain point, I don't know, where I just feel like something's just like, okay, I'm done. I feel like I've said everything I need to say. And I go through it, and I kind of like to tell a story, which some people don't pay that attention. But there are some people that do or will, so it's fine, because it matters to me to, again, paying attention to that detail of things. To really tell a story. That's how I decide that is what message or what story am I trying to tell. Yeah. Should I sit?
You All right, not musical related. Favorite color? Oh, yeah, let's get a little
Okay.
quick.
Black.
Black, white, black.
I'm a very bubbly person. Like, I have a bubbly personality.
All right, then why would black is not?
Because I'm a little emo at the same time.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
I would have thought of like a bright color since you said bubbly. Like,
Right. That's what people think. I do like blue. That's like my second favorite color. But black has definitely always been my first favorite color. I don't know. I just like that it's dark.
that don't sound very bubbly.
No, like, okay, let me explain. Like dark, like I feel like, and just a little fashion hack for anybody trying to get into styling. You know
Pay attention.
A little 1-2. So if you're trying to get into dressing more, but you don't really know where to start, honestly, you could just start wearing black. Because when you wear black, it just makes you automatically look more polished and put together. And so for fashion reasons, I just like that. I don't know. I like the emo swag. I think Atlanta might have rubbed off on me in that way. With that, yeah.
So since you said black, would that also be your favorite color to wear?
Oh, yeah. I thought that's what we were talking about.
I was just saying favorite color in general.
Oh.
That was going to be the follow-up. Like, because she got a different, like, oh, she like wearing this color, but my favorite color is different. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How about hair? Like, would you like black or brown, pink, red?
Is
this yours?
No.
Okay. Sure. I was like, okay. I didn't know you got down like that.
Yeah, nah. I was staring at it for the longest. I'm like, is that mine? Nah, that ain't mine. Wait, what was the question?
I don't know. Color hair.
Oh, my favorite color hair? Honestly, I really was thinking about dyeing my hair back black because my natural hair is very, very dark. But that's why I started dyeing it, because I got bored with how black it is, and it's so dark. You can't see much. But I'll say right now I'm in an era where I like having darker hair. Because I've definitely already had the red Rihanna phase, strawberry pink.
Strawberry? Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that like dark red or?
No, it was light, like very, very light. Like it's like a strawberry. I think it was strawberry lemonade.
Oh, strawberry. The strawberries aren't light. That's what I'm thinking. Well, strawberry lemonade, okay.
Yeah.
Hairstyle, favorite hairstyle.
I do like when I wear my hair straight. Even when it's not like bone straight. Like today it's not very bone straight, but I kind of like when my hair looks a little messy. My favorite hairstyle? I love a good ponytail. Like a good sleek.
Single? Single?
Yeah, just a good sleek, nice extended ponytail. I love that. Yeah. Okay. I'll say that. That would be my favorite hairstyle.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That was actually kind of crazy for me to just say out loud, yeah, my favorite color is black. And I'm so bright right now. So bright.
You gotta ask.
Yeah.
Swimming ain't gonna get you far.
That's true.
Alright. How do you make new friends?
Like this. I just talk to people. That's why I said, I contradict. It sounds like I contradict a lot of things that I say, but it's really just because, like...
Sometimes you just gotta think a little bit more.
Yeah, I overthink a little bit. But you clock that in, like, a matter of 3 seconds, yeah.
Best thing to do is limit your options. That's how we... like, oh, damn, I can't pick an artist. Okay, that's why we go into one. Think of one good artist that you like.
True. I would say I just talk to people, honestly. If I'm in, like, a talkative mood, like I am right now.
Oh, you gotta be in the mood.
Yeah. No, I'm not always in the mood. That's why I wear the black. Because, like, I'm really open and bubbly. But if you look at me, you automatically assume she's not. Today, I wanted to be open. I'm friendly. I have on colors. But on a different day.
I might not be that open.
No. I actually don't want to speak. Yeah.
Would you say you're a messy person?
Messy? As in That was good. That was good.
Like a little disorganized.
I can be.
You think that like that shows in other aspects of your life?
It can. It definitely can. I feel like I alternate. Right now, I'm trying to be more organized. But because I'm a very carefree type of person, I feel like typically carefree people can be a little messy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But also showing your music,
Like,
the process of making music a little carefree, or
as far as saying what I want to say, yeah. But when it comes to, like, the actual production,
yeah, like okay,
nah, I'm really, like,
point.
yeah, like, on point. That's why I really don't even want to put anything out till I can get everything
on point.
final. Exactly.
Okay. It's cool interviewing an artist. So how do you, when you get a feature on a song, how do you get that? Like, how do you find it?
So, I actually haven't done too many features.
No, I'm talking about like getting features. Do you get any features?
Oh, like me having somebody on the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did do a song with someone, but I don't know if I would release it. He passed away, and peace be upon his soul. But it was such a good song. But it just, I don't know, it never got around to making it out. I have songs with some people. But it's not a lot, because I'm not gonna lie, like I'm very weird and picky. Like, I don't even want nobody in the studio. Yeah. Yeah. I always think of that that video with the dude who was in the wilderness and the bugs, the newscaster. And he got mad. Yeah.
Was that a commercial?
It wasn't.
That's all.
It definitely wasn't. No.
When you make music or when you're writing music,
Mhm.
would you say that you have like a sweet spot? Like, I write at home, I write in my bed, I write outside in the park, in the car. Do you have like a sweet spot, like where you write most of your music, or do you just kind of write when it gets to you?
It's funny that you asked me that. I've never really thought about that. Because like I said, I'm a little bit of I'll say spontaneous person.
Yeah, that kind of goes in correlation with the
Yeah,
freeness.
exactly. So if I feel something or I think of something or hear something, I try to put it down. But most times, honestly, I guess my sweet spot would be in my bed. I like when it's just me and something just come across me, like, and I'm just in there writing or recording just in my room. I feel way more comfortable being able to make music like that, too. Yeah. That's a great question.
So do you record when people are around?
So the professional in me is able to.
I can do it, but do you prefer?
I can do it, but honestly, you're going to get the even better result if I don't have a bunch of people around me.
Not a bunch. I'm saying like anybody.
I mean, yeah, I can. But they have to be very trusted people.
Meaning?
Like I know you, or I feel that I can trust you with, I guess.
Being open?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was like you don't leak the song. That's what I was thinking.
Oh.
I thought that's where you're coming from, by being trustworthy, not like a...
Oh, no. I did think about, what if somebody tries to leak my music, but I don't even send my music out like that. Like, I don't even send it. Not for real. If it's not a person that sent me a beat, I don't like to just send my stuff out. Also because it's like, it's a rough, and I don't want you to, like, basically...
Perception, like...
Yeah, mess me up in that way. I don't want to feel some type of like, oh, dang, why you... Because everybody's entitled to their own opinion. It's your ear. But sometimes it may sound crazy to you because you can't hear and see the finished result like I can. Yeah.
Like I asked your sister, is there a right way to live life?
Is there a right way to live life?
I mean, that also goes in accordance with, like, it's a wrong way. But
Yeah. I mean...
So would it be, yeah?
like, what do you, there's no, that's kind of a tricky question. Is there a right way to live life? I don't feel like it is, but I do. Like, I feel like there are rules in place of how life should kind of go. But do you have to? No. You have free will.
If life is so personalized, would that make getting advice and like giving and getting advice useless because it's so personalized?
Low key. Oh, no, well, I said low key. Low key.
It's okay. You're about to like stop. Like, oh, I didn't mean to. It's okay.
Yeah, I gotta stop doing that. My friend told me I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, like, what did you just ask me? I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Oh yeah, he caught me off guard. If life is so personalized, is there a reason to get advice or give advice?
Honestly, I feel like people are gonna do what they want anyways, so it's kind of like, why bother giving people advice?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's like,
Getting caught off guard like that is like, okay. Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if this is a part of his vision. Literally.
Yes, yeah.
I was just trusting him. I'm like, maybe this is just a part of what he can see that I can't see. Like,
I just do it just to see your reaction. Sometimes people don't react, and I'll be like,
oh, you're just gonna let me this close?
yeah, because you should have looked at me like, back up. I was saying, just getting different people's
Reaction.
Yeah. Okay, you can back up with the camera.
Yeah, I definitely didn't get that the first few seconds. I was like, well, it's coming closer to my face for sure.
Yeah, you weren't looking at the camera. You're looking at me in the eye.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know where this is. All right, cool. To answer your question that you said that I also remember, I feel like giving advice can be pointless just because people are going to do what they want to do. And at the same time, if you're giving advice to somebody that doesn't think for themselves, I also feel like that can be harmful. Because then they'll never learn to make decisions for themselves. Like, you're using somebody else's brain to make choices in your life. That doesn't even make sense. So I feel like just being a supportive friend, partner, parent, whatever, however, is the key. Because we all got to do what we want to do.
Speaking of friends.
Yes.
Damn, I forgot. I forgot to ask her that question.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you actually? What are your green and red flags for like having a friend?
You allowing other people to talk bad about me is a red flag. Like, if you friend.
No, I'm saying like in front of you or
In front
behind
of
your
me
back.
or behind my back.
Okay.
Like, if you don't defend my name.
Honor.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like that's a little weird. Like, nobody says you gotta fight. You know, like, every situation doesn't.
Fight. Is that a plus?
Not really, because I also a red flag. I don't want a friend that can't get with the program and have balance. I love a good sense of balance. So, like, if it comes for that, it comes to that, it comes to that. But I like for my friends to have a little, yeah. A green flag is a friend that will scold me if I'm doing something dumb, per se. But at the same time, she also be like, but I understand, and you're just, you need to take your time. And this is an experience, like, you're learning. Basically,
knows how to personalize criticism.
yes, like, you're not doing this right, but I love you anyways, and I understand, and I get it. And that kind of pertains to the whole giving advice thing. Like, you have to know how to give and take at the same time with that, because it can go real left. Especially in any type of relationship, but in terms of friends, yeah.
All right, leeching off of that, of how to, like, between like a good and a bad friend. How do you know what friend, like, to choose what friend, like, you let into your life? Like your best friend. Your best friend is probably like a smaller pool of people compared to like your normal friends, I would say, or no? Or like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like it's a little different.
So how do you pick and choose? Would it be like time? Would it be like how much they like? If they want to do it first, if they want to let themselves in or let you in their lives first, like for real, or
Mm. I'm actually trying to come to terms with if a friend that I have now is like I would want to call her my best friend, and I haven't known her for that long, but she is a friend that does the things that I was talking about as far as like the green flags. Like, she's able to call me out on my bull, but she'll also be like, but I understand you and I'm not judging you or criticizing you. This is just from a place of love. But also, we young and we learning. Like, I get it. Like, it happens. So I would say somebody that just makes you feel comfortable, like they don't judge you. Yeah, they just somebody that's not judgmental, because I feel like a lot of times that's one of the main problems. Like, people judge other people too much. Like other friends and then your best friend. I feel like the best friend is the one that doesn't judge you for anything and knows how to basically meet you where you are. Whereas if you have like other friend groups, not to say that they could be bad friends, but
sit on the top, but like put your legs on the
here,
yeah.
I feel like normal friends per se can sometimes be a mixture of people that may not be, I guess, the most gentle. Your best friend gonna low-key baby you a little bit, because it's like you're that close to where like you feel like I can do that. You can see all of me, like all my ugly, all of it. And I don't know, maybe it's because I'm also a little bit introverted, so I don't like to have like a bunch of friends and a bunch of people just unnecessarily. I like to have at least like one or two people that I feel very like close to, like I can trust. Trust is yeah, we were actually kind of talking about that earlier today, but I forgot where it was going. But yeah.
Does gender matter? I'm sorry, I just thought of it just off the fly. I was like, oh, okay. Let's see the ugly and the good, but like, does gender matter?
It's funny you asked that, because like I like your vibe, like you're really cool, and I could pick that up. And I do have one best friend that to this day sometimes I kind of be like, dang, I kind of miss that person. And he was a Cancer. So I feel like I feel like you can be friends with the opposite gender.
No, I'm saying best friends.
Best friends?
Like the way you were describing.
Yeah. Like, he was literally my best friend. Like, some people would think that we were a little crazy because how we would argue. But, like, we could also come back and be like, all right, like, this is just what it was, or this is what was going on. Like, we could talk about stuff, And I didn't feel like he judged me at all. Some of the things that I probably did, like, were probably gross. And he's just like, whatever, you the homie. It's cool. It's fine. You a person. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like it's possible to be best friends with a guy. We're going to leave it at that.
You don't got to go any further.
Yeah.
Okay. So, speaking of which one lets you let in to be your best friend, how about cutting friends off? Like, how do you do that? If you cut you cut a lot of people off. So like, how do you, what comes in, like, how should I word it? How do you know when you need to cut somebody off? How about that?
Honestly, for me, loyalty is a big thing. So, like, if you've proven to me, and I'm not like you mess up one time and it's over. I'm really not like that. Like,
so if they do something real crazy that one time.
Now, if they do something real crazy that one time, then yeah, like, you out of here. Okay. But it's like little things that start to show me that you're disloyal. Like, I let you basically dig yourself in a hole, but I also communicate, hey, I didn't like when you did that, or this made me feel some type of way.
So you're not going to just stay silent?
Yo, no, I'm going to tell you how I feel. Because if I care about you, here's my thing. If I care about you and I want you in my life, why would I not explain to you how something you're doing is making me feel? Because then it festers, and now I got to cut you off when we could have just had a conversation about whatever it was, you know. But I definitely do cut people off. It definitely happens because I don't feel like people take me serious when I be like, yeah, because I give a few chances before I get to that stage. Yeah. Am I talking too much?
That's the whole point of us doing
You're
this.
right.
It's the whole point of us doing this. What was the... See, that overthinking, like, you weren't even thinking. You're just overthinking. That's the problem. People be overthinking to the point where they're not even thinking anymore. Like...
That's deep. Overthinking to the point you're not even thinking no more. That's deep.
I should put that in a book or something.
No, for real. Tat that up.
Younger self. What was your name again? Sky?
Yeah. Well, I'm an artist, I go by Mina. Mina's my middle name. But my first name is Sky. Whatever.
Middle name? You feel close now, Mina. Okay.
Yeah.
Mina?
Yeah.
Mina, okay. What would you tell your younger self, like advice? Middle school, high school, and elementary. What advice would you give younger Mina? Mina or Mia?
That's a great question. I would tell, like, separately or just all together?
Yeah, high school, middle school, not just in general. Like high school, middle school, and elementary. Is this still recording? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'd make sure.
I would tell my elementary self that I know that it's really heavy, but you're gonna get through it.
Damn, it sounds deep. What were you going through?
Some things, man.
It's always them things.
Some things, life be lifing from an early age. Yeah. Yeah, I would tell my elementary self that, thug it out. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be fine. Like, it's hard, but you turn out to actually be stronger than you think that you are. And honestly, that's the same thing I would tell my middle school self. I would tell my middle school self, we're still kind of learning, but we've also have gotten a pretty good grip of being ourselves. And I preserved that part of you, like that you didn't die, you know. You just got older and a little weird, even more weird. But that's okay because you're still cool to me. And
any warnings? Any warnings? Like between the advice and the warnings.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that. High school. I would tell my 15-year-old self, 10th grade, do not date that guy. Your dad said no. So you
That'd be right sometimes.
Sometimes right.
Not all the times, you know.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's also a blessing that sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes people have to learn the hard way. But that's a part of life. Some things aren't going to stick until you're in it.
And when somebody had asked me the same question back, I was like, I don't know if I can really give them warnings because, like, those warnings ended up helping out in the future. So if you didn't date that guy, you might even be an artist. I mean, you might have been an artist later on, but you probably wouldn't even have got it started that early. So would you really warn her? Or would you just say, like, hey, take it on the chin if some, good things might come to an end, but you don't have to take that on the chin? You won't say, like, you don't say, you know what I'm saying?
I'll say, okay, because of what you said, I don't regret anything. So actually, you don't have to have not dated him, even though I do wonder what, but yeah. I'll say, and I'm still learning this today, but when you see that when a person is not for you, let them go. Don't hold on. Don't wait. And sometimes you really don't have to give them more than one chance. When you see that they're not respecting you, they're not being kind to you, they don't even like you, just let it go. Just let it be. Like, you're going to be fine. You're not going to die. You're going to be okay. Yeah, so that's what I would say to my younger self. Be yourself and maybe date nicer guys. I really want to do that. Yeah, my granddad was going to do it with me when he was here the other day, but...
How do you handle criticism?
How do I handle it?
Do you dodge? Do you... No, I don't do that.
I mean, I'm human, so I'm not going to say it doesn't bother me sometimes. But honestly, I could care less.
Would you say that also goes in hand with how you give the advice? Or not good advice, how you give the criticism? Like, if they like say like, hey, that was stupid what you did. It's like, hey man, you know what I'm saying?
Like, what do you mean?
The best decision you could have done. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way that they get the criticism.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. And my mother has always taught me it's not about what you say all the time. It's about how you say it. So, if somebody breath stink, that's not a good example. Because if it's your homegirl or your homeboy, like, hey, that motherfucker, kicking.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a way to say things. Like, it's definitely a way to say things. You don't have to be mean, because there's definitely a difference between giving constructive criticism or, a little criticism versus just being a mean, nasty person. And I think this day and age, a lot of people get those things misconstrued, but by purposely, because mean people want an excuse. They want a pass to keep being mean to people. Yeah.
Let me see my phone. I have some more questions in there that I just don't have off the dome.
No problem. This is dope. What kind of camera is this?
It's a DXG. I have no idea what it is, but it's just an old camera, and I just like the look of it.
Yeah, no, that's hard.
All right. Okay, I remember it.
Okay.
Relationship.
My favorite subject.
Yeah, I can tell by the face. So, how much are you supposed to change, if you're supposed to change at all, before you're not even the same person anymore? Or before it becomes like a bad thing? I guess that's the same thing, but like...
What do you mean? Like...
Okay, are you supposed to change in a relationship?
I think so.
Okay, how much before the change is a bad thing?
I wouldn't say it's a... I wouldn't say it should be determined by how much you change, but more so what you change. Because some people confuse changing in a relationship with changing who you are as an individual when it comes to maybe a snack that you like to eat, your favorite movie, your favorite color, the way that you laugh, maybe your sense of humor. I don't feel like those are the things that make people who they are. But when it comes to certain behaviors, that is what should be the focus of change. Not changing each other, but changing behaviors of each other, Maybe you could be a bit nicer, babe.
Maybe I'm just mean. Maybe that's me.
I mean, but why, though?
Okay.
Why are you mean?
Okay. Would I also go for friendships?
100%. I was actually just talking about this earlier with my friend. Somebody I saw on Instagram. She was talking about how she believes relationships are... Honestly, the purpose of relationships are to evolve and to change and grow as people. And I'm like, yes, 100%. Because honestly, when you're either in a friendship or a relationship, you start getting triggered. Even if you think you've healed, because I've done that whole thing where I thought I was healed, and then you get triggered, and then you're being put to the test to basically use the things that you should have learned or that you have learned, but you gotta access. You gotta do it.
It's not automatic.
Yeah, no, it's definitely manual. So somebody says something crazy to you, and maybe you used to just punch niggas in the face. Like, niggas just say one wrong word. And now, all of a sudden, you've been convicted. You know, you're healing, you're changing, and then God allows for you to be put in a situation where somebody's going off on you. So now it's up to you to decide, okay, do I do what I've always done, or do I do something differently? As far as how that pertains to friendship, though, friendship-wise, say you're arguing with your friend, then I guess. You don't want to just hit your homie in the face, but you gonna feel it because you may be upset about whatever you're upset at, but your emotion doesn't make it right. And being with a person, a friend or a lover, you have to have somebody else there to bring out those things, basically, to show you how much you've actually healed and what you do need to work on. It's a reflection of yourself, essentially. Yeah.
Another relationship. So, you think relationships work better when there's differences? Like I like something and you like something different?
Yes.
Or same, where they like a lot of things.
I don't like that.
Same song, same food.
I mean, like, I feel like you're asking me how I feel. So, no, personally, I don't like that. I'm very much drawn to opposites. So, like,
in what sense, though? Like, just in general, or?
I would say just in general. Now, I'm starting to be more consciously aware of that, though, like, because that ties into the whole carefree thing. Oh, yeah, like, I want to be around people that are not just like me. That's really boring. Like, it is, like, because everything's the same. That's like twins that laugh at everything at the same time. They eat at the same time. They listen, like, that's, I just couldn't do that. So, yeah, me, I definitely like differences, but I do want the mentality to be the same or similar. Like, me being an optimistic person, I don't think I could really be with a pessimistic type of person. Even though that is a direct opposite of myself, I'm learning through experience that actually I don't think I want to be with a person that is so negative in how they think. Or rather, someone that's stubborn, where they don't want to change. So then they just remain a pessimistic person. They don't even want to try and become more of a, open-minded individual.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you say that not changing is a bad thing? Like when it comes to relationships?
Yeah. Why would you get into something that deep and that real, or even just in general, and be the same person when you, like, entered it? You didn't grow. You didn't move. Like, you just stayed the same nigga the whole time. Like, in hindsight, like, oh, well, in certain things, people are like, oh, yeah, like, I've been that, I'm still that one, or I've always been me. That's not always a good thing. I think you need to maybe dial that ego down, really. Because that's really not it. Because you're not a good person. You should change. Yeah.
That sounds a little pessimistic. I sound like you're not a good person.
No, I'm just saying, like, nah, you're great. You're great. Damn. But there are people out here that are not nice or good people. And they walking around like, oh, but I'm me. Yeah, you are. You are.
It's so convincing you.
Yeah, no.
The lessons that you learn during like a heartbreak or something, are they always gonna be the right lessons to like take on with you? Like, let's say somebody broke your heart, and I don't know, maybe you don't open up to people as easily anymore, and that's probably the lesson you're like, damn, she turned my heart cold. I ain't go trust another girl.
Right.
So like, is every lesson you learn a good lesson when it comes to like heartbreak, even friendships, like falling out, anything that you learn, like, damn, I'm not gonna do this the same anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be as open. That's just like one aspect of it, like not being as open anymore. I'm gonna choose my friends very carefully. I'm gonna be very peculiar with how people get in my life. I'm gonna do this differently, when that wasn't really the lesson that you needed to learn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
you just needed to form better boundaries.
Okay.
I'm learning that right now, bro. Like, literally, it's like, like, I'm literally learning right now. I don't always got to cut everybody off. You know, like, sometimes you could have forgave, even though at the same time.
That's the thing. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Is every lesson you learn a good lesson?
I'll say yes, because every lesson matters, and it helps create you be who you will become. And whoever you are, wherever place you are at in your life at that moment, if you're unhappy with who you've become or who you are or who you've been, then that's the time to basically evaluate. Yeah, like, okay, now it's time to make a change. So I'll say, yeah, if you become a person that's standoffish, you're going to learn that you're going to live a very lonely life. You're not going to have friends. You're not going to have good suitors for a relationship. Your family not going to want to be around you or put up with you. Bless you. And that's a lesson that you'll also learn again, like, in itself, because you're choosing to be that way, you know? And if you're a person that's the opposite of that, you let everybody in, you have no boundaries, you let people walk all over you, well, that's what you get you get that end of the stick until you learn how to have better boundaries. So it's like, everything that we do, it helps us and shapes us to where we're supposed to be at all times. I don't believe that there are any mistakes in life.
So, when you said, like, somebody that lets people walk all over them because they let people in their life, sounds like you're talking about, like, an extreme. Do you think, like, extreme lessons are the ones to avoid? Like, she broke my heart, so I'm just gonna, like, not let anybody in my life. You think, like, those extremes are the lessons you should avoid?
I'm not going to say, well, I don't feel like that's good.
Like, anybody? That's what I'm saying, like, an extreme version of a lesson. Do you think that's a good lesson?
Like, them choosing to believe or feel that way? I mean, they're entitled to feel how they're going to feel. It's their experience, you know? Do I feel like it's right? No. But again, it's going to lead you down that rabbit hole of you're going to find out. Yeah.
I didn't get it on film. Favorite artist. Yeah, we learned that even harder. But we can do recently. Like, what's an artist that you, like, listen to the most? I won't say love, but, like, listen to the most.
Right now it's Music Soul Child for sure.
Okay.
100%. I don't know why.
Specific song?
Half Crazy?
Can't leave you alone. Damn.
Listen, bro. I'll say Half Crazy. I want to say Just Friends. I'm also really bad with, like, keeping up with the names and stuff.
I was kind of just asking you on a whim because, like, when I ask everybody, like, I don't know the name. I can't remember.
Half Crazy for sure, though. Like,
did you like the rendition of Lucky Day?
I think it's cool. I feel like he paid homage because, like,
Nothing beats the original. Is that your stance?
What?
Nothing beats the original.
Of course, it's the foundation. It's where.
Sometimes their edition makes it better. Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna say about
Like, I can't give an example. You know what I'm saying? But, like, when I find that example, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. I mean, I discovered there's another song that I really love by Kiki Wyatt and Avant. I think it's Avant and Kiki Wyatt.
Kiki Wyatt with, like, WYAT.
First Love, my first love. Like, I learned a couple weeks ago that is a cover. And it goes back. The original song is older than that. I was like, damn, that's crazy, because I listened to the other song and it's the original. But that
Cool. But when he add his little, that's what I'm saying.
You know, so I'll say it can be. It's just, as an artist, it feels a little mean to tell another artist, like, oh, this song was better than your song. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I guess so if you look at it in a politic type of way, it is what it is.
That's what I'm just asking you.
Yeah.
This ain't no beef. This ain't no
Yeah.
It's just,
I be trying to avoid confrontation. I be trying to be a peacemaker in all things.
your opinion.
You're right.
I'm trying to get you. I'm not trying to get you no.
No, you good. You good. You good.
So,
And I'm not gonna have crazy. I'm finna blast that in the car. Yeah. How about you? What's the song you've been listening to recently? off the top of the dome, just a song you like, man, it's that one. Or do you do that? Do you listen to songs over and over again a little?
I'm weird, so like sometimes I go through phases.
Same.
Like sometimes I'll like, it depends.
Yeah.
Cause I'll look, like if I find a new song and I love it, I'll probably play it like 70 times before I get tired of it. And when I get tired of it, I don't want to listen to it anymore, really.
Facts.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have that one currently.
Currently, you don't have one? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Have you heard Sir's new project? Sir?
It didn't come out yet.
Yes, it did. Tuh.
Cause like me and my brother kind of share the same account. So like he saved the song.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't like listen to like projects where like singles come out.
Soon as they do.
I listen to the whole thing. I rather listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
So when everybody like, oh, did you hear this new song? Nah, I'm waiting till the project comes out.
Yeah.
So I didn't listen to it yet. I just saw that it didn't come out yet. So I was like, oh, let me wait to hear the whole thing and the sequence of the whole album. So I didn't listen to it yet, but I like Sir.
Yeah, Sir's that man.
Ooh. Speaking of Sir,
Yeah.
this has nothing to do with Sir, but I had thought of another question that I usually like to ask people, but I completely forgot it.
Okay.
But it usually goes for artists. So, do you think it's more impressive for like a soprano or like an artist that sings high to sing like low? Or do you actually not really? Like, do you think it's easier like it's I don't know. Do you think it's more impressive when a girl sings low or like when a dude sings high, like super high?
Both. I can't choose.
She said the same exact thing. She said just singing in general. Nah, I need like, I just like when I look at a girl sing low, I'm like, and when I do sing high, I'm like, ooh. But that girl singing low, that it kind of hit different.
Maybe because you are a guy. Because I guess I'll say because I'm a girl, when I do hear a guy that hit that high note, I'm like, okay, he gonna get up there.
But she can get.
But she can, yeah.
Like Brandy.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
My favorite artist that can get down. Like I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, got range for real. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I would say both. I can't really pick one because both are very impressive when it's able to be done.
Damn, I thought I was gonna get you. No, you said the same. Damn,
Like
Michael
Maxwell?
Michael Jack.
Jasmine Sullivan or Anita Baker. Come on, Lord. Anita Baker?
It's impressive.
Come on now. It's impressive on both ends. I can't even do that.
Versus guy singing low. Is it the same opinion?
I mean, I feel like it's still very impressive because
Like Whitney.
I mean, I feel like it's still very
I don't really
impressive
know a dude that
because
sings that low.
Whitney got
Whitney got, she can take it however she wants. Like, pause.
Yeah, I was gonna wait for you, but hey, if that's not how you feel, then, hey, you don't even gotta say anything.
Yo, but nah. I mean, I think it's impressive when a girl can go high. I think it's impressive in general when like singers have range.
Is there a difference between like a strong high and like a kinda high, like a light high?
I've never thought about it like that.
Because a lot of criticism I hear about like for like, I don't know, maybe like Ariana Grande. It's like she can sing high, but it's like it's not like a strong high.
You don't think so?
Oh, I said this.
Oh, just
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Somebody said yeah.
Like her singing high versus Whitney Houston singing high. They're not gonna sound the. I feel like.
It's so you. Okay, so Ariana Grande. All right, Whitney Houston. First of all, Whitney Houston is just Whitney Houston. Like, her talent itself is speak for itself. It's you know.
Yeah.
But like Ariana Grande does sing really, really high. Like she can hit that whistle tone that Mariah Carey can hit. That a lot of people can't actually hit. Those are just two very popular, people.
Yeah.
Singers that
Just
get
off
up
the
there. Cause I'm trying to think of a song where I'm hearing Whitney singing a whistle tone. Cause she more so is really good at belting really, really high and it don't crack. Like it stands. Yeah, I feel like in terms of Whitney Houston and Ariana, it's a pitch thing. Ariana takes it more whistle tone, and Whitney would take it more like belting, like it. So she's singing very loud and strong, and everybody also can't do that. So, yeah.
So she's like an outlier.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
She's singing high. Like, I don't know.
Like, I don't know, bro. Because I don't want to tell a lie. I can't think of a song right now off the top of my head where Whitney is singing like high pitch, like in the way Ariana Grande. But there's a lot of songs where she's like, standing on my... Like, she's very loud and is strong. I don't know, man. I don't know.
When you find new artists to listen to, are you a conservative person like, this is mine? Or you're like oh, you need to listen to this kind of person?
Well, I'm becoming the, hey, you should listen to this person.
Oh, damn. Don't tell me you're one of those that keep their secrets. Damn.
I don't keep secrets. It's like, I just be salty. Right here?
Yeah, just on the edge. Because the, yeah.
So, I think I more so just get salty.
What do you mean? Salty how?
Like, okay, whatever. Brent Fayez, right? Bro, Sonder, I'm here with you. I've been there. I've been that, bro. Like, on it. But then, something, he blew up. The world found out about him. Everybody found out about him. And then, it almost irritated me to hear people go like, oh my God, have you heard this other guy, Sonder? They sound exactly like Brent. And I'm just like, bro. So, not doing your research, like people that don't really do their research, like they just like, oh, this is this new hot artist and it sounds good, and that's just what it has to be. But I don't know, I could be a little stingy sometimes. Like as far as just feeling salty, like damn, everybody found out about them. But,
so do you ever try to put people on? That's kind of what I was like. Or just keep all the secrecy yourself?
I do try to put people on, but I feel like because of the way I listen to music, and I guess some of the people I've been around so far in my life,
you don't know if they
don't really be with it. Like, because I really will go from Anita Baker to goddamn Pierce the Veil, bro. And they don't be ready for that jump. So, like, I don't know. I feel like I kind of scare people because I'm a little bit too all over the place. Yeah.
No, I never had that problem.
No? That's what I said. I think it's just me.
Because sometimes I listen to a new artist, like nobody heard. I'm like, ooh. Yeah, I'm not telling you.
Yeah.
But
I know.
It be songs. Like I'll be like, okay. Like usually in my like Instagram, I usually make stories, and I hate taking pictures of myself, so I just post screenshots of like songs.
Yeah.
And I don't post every song that I find. I post the songs that, like, oh, okay, I could put this one on the story, but I'm just keeping this one in the playlist.
Right, exactly.
And when you ride in my car or when I'm in the aux, you could be like, "Ooh, who is this?" Oh, I know you don't know who this is. Even if I tell you, you're not gonna. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I don't feel like I do that then. No, I don't do that because I get scared that I'm gonna be judged. I guess it's a me thing. I get scared I'm gonna be judged for my music taste and just how grand it actually is. Yeah. So I was like, nah. I ain't gonna
you're gonna scare the fake people that listen to everything, huh?
Huh?
I say you're gonna scare the fake people that say they listen to everything.
Basically, bro, they'll be like, "Yo, yeah, I listen to everything." Boom, we get in a car, I put it on. Right, like, and I'm reading the vibe like they not really vibing. I'm like, man, no cap. I mean, I love me some 21 Savage. Well, let me stop.
Yeah, why you have to lie like that?
Yeah, I was finna lie hard. Oh, I love me some 21 Savage. Yeah. Nah, I fuck with him. I fuck with him for sure. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't cuss. I'm sorry.
Why?
I don't know.
You just don't like cussing?
I'm trying to stop.
That's exactly what your sister said. She said, "I'm sorry." I'm like,
dang, me and my sister really the same person,
This isn't a like a kid podcast. That's
I know, but I don't know. It's like I want to stop. I don't know, being vulgar.
talking about some vulgar, deep topics, so sometimes you just get a little passionate.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's all it is, passion.
That's usually what it is.
Yeah. Dang, I can smell this cologne all the way over here.
Favorite drink? We're just going light right now. Favorite drink?
Alcoholic or juice?
Juice.
Lemonade.
Specific type?
Strawberry. Like a flavored lemonade. I don't know. I like flavored lemonade right now.
How about candy?
I'm really trying to stop eating so much candy. But right now, I've really been liking chocolate. The Hershey's Cookies and Cream Chocolate Bar. No, that's a lie, bro.
Why you be lying?
Babe Ruths. I've been on that recently. I don't know why. Maybe because my grandma just came to visit and she had one and it reawakened my love for them. But I love me a good Babe Ruth right now.
How about dessert?
A cinnamon roll. I should get one of those.
Cinnamon roll. I haven't heard nobody say cinnamon roll. That's interesting. It's usually like cake. And I say what kind of cake, they say, this is cake.
I'm not a big cake person. Like, I love bread, but I'm not a big cake person.
I could do cake, but the proportion of, also that, but like the proportion of icing.
That is also
Too much icing. Like, if you ever see me eat cake with icing, I'm usually like scraping like a good chunk of icing. And if it got icing in the middle, that's probably the only one I'm like. Usually the one in the middle is probably like the good proportion. So I'm just going to take everything off and just leave the stuff in the middle. And if I have to go in the middle, it's either I go in the middle or I just don't eat the cake at all.
That's a fact. I definitely be scraping that shit off. Cupcakes, I'll like lick a little bit. I'm like, nah, this shit nasty. And just take it off.
Eating cupcakes like a sandwich.
What do you mean?
Like, I take the bottom half and put it on the top, but I'll probably scrape the middle, like scrape the top anyway either, if it's too much.
Smart, bro. I never thought to do that. That's smart.
Favorite memory as a child? Yeah. Like, off the dome, don't gotta think too hard.
Going to Nickelodeon resorts.
Ooh.
That was probably, yeah. That was a really fun trip.
Why? Why is that the trip that you remember?
It's actually a trip I've been thinking about recently. Like, I think that I was really, really happy as a kid. Like, that experience in that moment, I was really happy. I just felt like I was really being a kid for once. Like, in terms of just kind of roaming, getting slimed on, being in the pool. Even though me and my sister almost died, this bigger girl landed on top of us while we were underneath the water.
See, I was gonna say, that's like a child, becoming a child. You gotta like almost die by drowning.
Yeah.
But I never had that experience of a girl. Oh shit.
No, literally under the water, vibes, goggles on. Hey sis, I see you. You see me?
Type shit.
Darkness. Yeah, no, literally. But that was a great trip. Yeah.
Favorite place that you would want to go? Like, what's one place you would want to go? Where you are in life right now, everything that you've seen, like, where would you want to?
Italy.
Italy, okay.
Or Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Why?
I really want to go to Switzerland.
Why Swiss?
Because I love how they have so much open greenery, like when it's hot. And I just want to roll down the hill in the grass, to be completely honest with you.
Okay.
Okay, make it good, juicy. Here.
Just look at yourself with the camera.
Look at myself.
Yeah. That's exactly what I told your sister. So just have fun doing that for like a second. Oh, don't worry. It's bad quality, so you wouldn't be able to tell if yourself looked weird, really. found the 3 consecutive ones I got. So let me. Okay. Look at it again. Let's see. Let me make sure. All right. Can you be happy without being satisfied? I don't know if my question. This is real life.
I know.
Stand over there.
Okay. I thought
real
about
life.
it. I know, because I thought about something that somebody said to me along those lines a little. Can I be happy without being satisfied?
And that goes for all facets of life.
Yes, I should be. I should be able to be. Because happiness is something that, it really is something that is within you. Like, I'm really learning these days. I'm learning a lot these days. Like, other people can't make you happy. And if you are dissatisfied with maybe your job, maybe certain elements of your life, a partner, a friend. All we have to do is just put it back. I thought the whole thing was finna do.
Yeah, I thought that's why I was gonna like. I was gonna stand as still as I can be, and just like blend in with my surroundings.
Yo, that's crazy. Yes, if you are dissatisfied with,
I forgot.
Yeah, if you're dissatisfied with like your life, your job, your partner, your friends, your family, whoever, you can still be dissatisfied with maybe how they're acting or whatever it is that's happening within those relationships or aspects of life, your life, but you should still be able to be happy through it all. Yeah.
Why are you backing up now? Nah. Ooh, damn, you catching on? No, I don't need you backing up. I need you being awkward. Do you care about how you're perceived?
Yes.
Is there like a limit, like to where you don't care?
Yes.
Where's that limit? Or what would that limit look like?
When I start to become aware of whatever it is I'm allowing, or whoever it is I'm allowing, like their opinion or whatever. Actually, no. The limit?
Yeah.
How uncomfortable it's making me with myself. So if I'm trying to control how other people are perceiving me to falsely feel more comfortable, but only in their, presence, but then it's creating a war inside of me, I don't know, it gets to the point I'm like, you know what? F that. I don't care no more. Like, I don't know.
Is that a good I don't care anymore, or?
Yeah, I would say it's a good I don't care. Because it's almost like you have to be able to switch it off. Like, because we're humans. So for a second, you're like, dang, that really affected me, or that really makes me feel the way that this person feels that way about me. But, I mean, I'm still going to be me. Like, I don't know. Oh, we just have to fix this.
What are your biggest influences?
What are or who?
Let's say for fashion, and then for music.
For fashion, I feel like
People in your life too. Like, it don't gotta just be big names.
my mom. Yeah. I feel like my mom is a big source of inspiration for my fashion.
Now your sister?
I would say my sister. I'm the older sister, so it's like that little part of me like,
Nah, she got that shit from me.
You know what I'm saying? But I definitely will say that my sister's fearlessness has encouraged me to be even more. Yeah, like, wear it. It's fine. And my mom was the same way. My mom was definitely cute. Till this day, she still would, like, put it on, like, so, yeah.
All right, final question.
Yes.
Who influenced your music taste?
Who influenced my music taste?
And it's not like a one person thing. If it is one person, but like you can name all the people that influenced it.
No, she is not one person. She's with her family. You think she's one person?
My greatest influence?
No, I'm saying like you can list it.
Oh, I can list like just
Yeah, just whatever. Cause like, oh, she played a part in it. She played.
in just my life and my my music taste. Sorry, I had got thrown off. Oh, and my mom played a role.
What genre?
R&B and pop. So when I was like 11, I was like 5th grade. My mom really, I was listening to Sade and Boyz II Men, like just to. Oh, and my dad. My dad also plays a lot of like old school jams, so I'm used to listening to like old school music.
Friends.
Any friends? Yes. Shout out to Taya in 6th grade.
Damn, 6th grade. Okay.
Yeah. She introduced me to screamo, so that's how I got into like rock music and alternative music, because literally at 6 a.m. we would ride the bus. She was my bus buddy. And she was like, hey, let me show you this, thing. And I'm like, I'm open to it. And I start getting into screamo and rock. So, yeah, she was a friend that definitely opened that door for me. I actually talk to her here and there still to this day. Like, it'll be very random and seldom, yeah. Caribbean friends that I've had over the years, an extended Caribbean family. I love Caribbean music just in general. Whether it's straight reggae or what's it called? It's like a Trinidadian like style of music. I can't think of the term for it, but yeah. I mean, yeah, I got a little bit of everybody, honestly. A little bit of everybody has influenced my music taste.
Final question. How much is your own music taste play a part in your own influence? Like, would you say like theirs like 40 to your 60, or do you think they play like a bigger part compared to like to what you actually, you know what I'm saying?
I would say a 40 to 60.
40 them or
40 being like how much they influence my music?
yeah, 40 outside, 60.
Yeah, I would say 40 outside.
Okay.
Because like I don't sound like people, and that used to really mess with me, because I'm like, dang, why is it that I can't make a song that sounds like it's supposed to be here, it's supposed to be there, But I've actually grown to appreciate the beauty in that, because I don't sound like anyone and nobody sounds like me. And it allows me to basically differentiate myself from the artists that I like, because that is what also makes them special. I will say, as far as other people, certain people perceiving me sometimes have said I gave them like a Janae vibe. And I did grow up also like middle school. Janae? Yeah. She's like, I literally, I don't fangirl over people, but she is one person that I would genuinely like probably cry, just a girl-to-girl emotional thing. Like, you really saved my life and was like there for me in times where, I needed that. So yeah, but I pretty much just keep it original. I'm very weird when I make music. Like, I don't know what it's gonna sound like when I start.
That's the same way I do photography.
Yeah,
I just do it and it's like, hey,
I just see what happens.
we got kind of a direction, but we kind of leave it up to just the process.
Right, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, that's all the questions I got. So
This was great.
yeah.
Thanks.